Welcome to the second learning module in the series covering the NLSS HD Media Decoder. As you recall from the introduction module, the media decoder can be operated in independent or NLSS mode. For the purposes of this learning session, we will be installing the NLSS HD Media Decoder in independent mode. In independent mode, the decoder is managed via the user interface that resides on the decoder. In NLSS mode, the decoder is managed via the NLSS Unified Security Suite. This mode of operation will be reviewed in the NLSS Unified Security Suite learning series. This module will cover the following topics to get the HD Media Decoder set up to operate in independent mode. These areas are as followed: installation, an overview of the system requirements as well as a step-by-step walkthrough of getting the media decoder set up and installed on the network. Discovery. Once the decoder has been attached to the network, this lesson will outline the steps to discover the media decoder for operation in independent mode. Once the media decoder has been installed and discovered, the next step will be to simply configure the decoder for use. The configuration and operation of the HD Media Decoder will be covered in later learning modules. Let's begin. First, let's take a look at the system requirements for the installation of the HD Media Decoder. Network. The NLSS HD Media Decoder requires a 10/100 base tier Gig Ethernet connection to a LAN. As indicated in the introduction lesson, a 100 or Gig network is suggested for best performance. All devices must be on the same network subnet. Display. The media decoder can be attached to any monitor or TV that is capable of 1080p resolution and has an HDMI or DVI input to connect the HD Media Decoder to the monitor. To be auto-discovered by the NLSS HD Media Decoder, the IP cameras must be on the same network segment or subnet and adhere to one of the following discovery protocols: Bonjour, Panasonic, Universal Plug and Play, Sony, or Aricont. Finally, a desktop PC or laptop with a browser is needed. To configure the NLSS HD Media Decoder by utilizing the NLSS web interface, and for copying audiovisual files to the decoder for local playback. All major browsers such as Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer and Safari are supported. The installation of the NLSS HD Media Decoder in independent mode is achieved in 4 simple steps. Step 1. Ensure your IP cameras are installed and powered on the network before installing the NLSS HD Media Decoder on the same network segment. Step 2. Using an HDMI cable, connect the HDMI port of the NLSS HD Media Decoder to the HDMI or DVI port of any monitor or TV that is capable of displaying 1080p high-definition video. Step 3. Using an Ethernet cable, connect the NLSS HD Media Decoder to the network shared by your IP cameras and the PC with one of the following browsers: Firefox, Chrome, Safari, or Internet Explorer. Step 4. Plug the power cord of the NLSS HD Media Decoder into an AC outlet, and turn on the decoder. Now that the HD Media Decoder is powered up and connected to the network, we can move on to the next area of this lesson: the discovery of the decoder on the network. To begin the discovery of the NLSS HD Media Decoder, insert the NLSS CD that was supplied with the media decoder into the drive on the PC. Next, create a folder to copy the discovery tool into. For this demonstration, we will create a folder on the desktop named NLSS Discovery Tool. To begin, right-click on the desktop. Select New. And then click on Folder. Name the folder. Next, browse to the CD drive by double-clicking on My Computer or using Windows Explorer. Double-click on the CD drive containing the NLSS CD. Select the NLSS Discovery tool. Then select Edit from the toolbar. Scroll down and select Copy. Double-click on the NLSS Discovery Tool folder to open it. Select Edit from the menu. And click Paste to copy the NLSS Discovery Tool from the CD to the folder. Double-click on the tool to open it. Let's take a look around the NLSS Discovery Tool. First, there is the device type. Device type displays all the NLSS devices found during discovery. Model number lists the model number of the devices that were discovered. MAC address provides the MAC address information of discovered devices. IP address displays the IP address of each device found during discovery. The IP address also serves as a link to the device configuration page. Clicking on the IP address will open up the web interface of the device. Scan. When you click this button, the Discovery tool will start scanning for NLSS devices available on the local network and will list them in Available Devices section. Close. When you click the Close button, the Discovery application will terminate. For the purpose of this lesson, let's search for available NLSS devices. As you can see, 2 devices were discovered by the tool during the search for NLSS devices. For this lesson, we will select the decoder. As stated earlier, the IP address serves as a link to the configuration web page of the device. Clicking on the IP address will bring us to the decoder web interface. The web interface of the HD Media Decoder is password protected. For this lesson and initial setup of the decoder, log in with a username of superuser and a password of superuser. Users and levels of access will be covered in more detail in the next lesson. Upon successfully logging into the Media Decoder, you will be brought to the decoder user interface. This easy-to-use interface allows for simple configuration of the decoder information such as name, network settings, etc., manage users, set up cameras, channels, streams and sequences. These areas will be explored in greater detail. In this module, we learned how to install the NLSS HD Media Decoder. We reviewed the 4 steps of installation. 1. Have all IT cameras connected on the same network that the decoder will reside on. 2. Connect the decoder to a 1080p monitor by using an HDMI or DVI cable. 3. Plug an Ethernet cable into the decoder for network connectivity. And 4. Plug in the supplied power supply into the decoder and AC outlet. Next, we covered the NLSS Discovery tool. How to copy it to the local PC. Run the Discovery tool. Search for NLSS devices. And connect to the discovered devices and log into them via the decoder web interface. The next lesson in the NLSS HD Media Decoder series is the Decoder Configuration module. This module will guide you through the setup of the decoder. Begin the Decoder Configuration module. Click Next.